Howdy guys, this is Eli. Today we're going to talk about how to install a V2 RTT using our aftermarket mounting solution. This is compatible with both the V1 and V2 RTT products, and let's get into it. All right, so here we have our tent mounts. These will ship as a pair, and they'll come with a set of mounting feet and all the necessary mounting hardware for the tent. If you're going to be mounting the tent to a topper, roof rack, or bed rack, then you'll need a set of track nuts from the manufacturer of your rack. We do not provide those. The tent mounts will ship with pre-spaced holes for mounting. You may need to drill your own holes depending on the width of your topper, roof rack, etc. For our purposes, we've already drilled a set of holes, so we're good to go. Next, we're gonna get the mounts up on top of our truck and we'll get them aligned. In order to install the tent mounts, we're gonna first insert the track nuts into the track. Position the mount onto the track nuts. And then we're going to take a tape measure to make sure our spacing is the same. The spacing for each vehicle is going to be slightly different depending on how long your bed is, etc., how much room you have to work with. So for our use, we're going with 4 inches. Now we can thread our nylock nuts on. Now we can go ahead and tighten those down. All right, so we're gonna tighten all 4 sides and then we can mount our tent onto the truck. I'm using a crane here in our shop in Belgrade to lift the RTT onto the truck, but you can also do this with 3 or 4 friends. This is just a little faster for our purposes. Now that the RTT is on the top of the truck, I'm going to go ahead and open the rear hatch of the topper so that I can position the RTT. My goal is to position the RTT as far back as I can while also allowing for full opening of the rear hatch of the topper. So now that our tent is on the truck, properly aligned, I'm going to go ahead and prep our mounting hardware. We're going to take the 1/4 bolts, put them into the mounting feet like that, put a dab of blue Loctite on the back of the 1/4 bolt, and then thread a T-nut on only 2 or 3 threads. We're going to repeat that process for each of the mounting feet. So we can now take our assembled mounting foot and mount it in line with our mount, our tent mount. And we're gonna rotate those T-nuts into place, but we're not gonna fully tighten them down. We're just gonna make sure that, like with all of our other accessories, they are rotated so that the T-nuts are vertical in the T-track and locked into place. And again, we're gonna leave this intentionally loose. All right, so now that we have the T-nuts correctly oriented, we can move the tent so that these bottom mounting holes are in line with our tent mount. We can then take the provided hardware, thread those into place, and now we're going to repeat that process for the other 3 sides as well. All right, so now that I've got all of the mounts on the RTT, I can go ahead and tighten down all those T-nuts so that they're good and snug. Now you guys have seen how to mount your V2 or V1 RTT. If you guys have any more questions about this or anything else, feel free to reach out to support@gfcengineering.com. We'll see you guys out there.